106 off the bat to a pretty deep part of the ball.
Getting outfielder at some point, and they will fish in those.
Center, and followed that up with a triple in the third.
Home run, first at bat, triple, second at bat.
After a fifth inning double, he made history in the seventh, recording the 13th cycle in Cubs history and becoming the first Cub to do it in reverse order.
Left to right, he did it! And the fans are loving them some Pete Crow Armstrong here.
PCA's perfect day helped the Cubs mount a late comeback and cap off a historic night.
Cubs win! Sing it!
Yes, Scooter, you made the phrase, holy cow, popular. So, at this time, Scooter, your friends have decided to present you with your own holy cow. You know, I'm not sure that was rehearsed beforehand.
Reds base. Real time with built-in security alerts. Visit momnet.com to secure your print environment today. Modern office methods, secure technology for a secure workplace.
Reds fans, bring your family and friends and save big on concessions with Budweiser 3-2-1 Tuesdays. For all Tuesday Reds home games, fans can enjoy select $3 beers, $2 Bar S hot dogs, and $1 ice cream cups. This grand slam of a deal includes something for everyone. Get your tickets for Budweiser 3-2-1 Tuesdays at Reds.com/Tuesday.
Cincinnati knows how to support local. So if you haven't discovered Stellar Snacks yet, game day is the perfect time. Meet Stellar's bold and crunchy pretzel braids, seasoned with unique, irresistible flavors that leave ordinary pretzels in the dust. We're a family-owned bakery started by a mom and daughter, baking from scratch just down I-71 to make the most delicious pretzels you'll ever taste. Flavors you'll love, baked to share. Shop Stellar Pretzels today at Kroger and discover your favorite new snack.
Our first students arrived in 1824, but let's fast forward 200 years and discover what's happening today. Miami University is number 3 among national public universities for excellence in undergraduate teaching, a top 10 college for producing Fortune 500 CEOs, and one of the 100 best colleges for future leaders with an entrepreneurship program among the top 10 in the world. Producing exceptional leaders and mentors was, is, and will always be something we do.
Bring up Ezekiel Duran. Yesterday, got his 11th of the year. 2-2, and that ball's hit well. Goodness. Into the second deck.
436 feet for Zeke. He gets a fastball, belt high, down the middle, barrels this, and it's a no doubt about it. Home run.
Duran's solo home run is 12th of the season.
Fly ball into shallow left. Diving catch, Randall Grichuk.
Well, that's a great play, but you could tell the whole time that he was running toward that ball, he knew it was going to take a dive.
Going back on a Waldschmidt, still going back on the warning track. He leaps and makes the catch. Crashing face first into the fence. What a grab by Ryan Waldschmidt for the second out. And McKinstry digs one out to the gap in right center field.
Yes,
Cowser takes it away.
Oh, the milkman.
Holy Cowser. Forget that. Lindor puts the icing on the cake with a long 3-run homer. His second home run of the night. A 6 RBI game for Lindor. Base hit! Kiss that losing streak goodbye! And good night! Griffin Conine walks it off, and the Marlins score 3 in the ninth to win it.
All your
favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Sixth, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Dane Myers, the center fielder, hitting seventh. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Noelvi Marte. Matt McLean plays second base and hits ninth. And on the mound for the Reds, right-hander Rhett Lauder. Again, De La Cruz, Stewart, Bleday, Stevenson, Lowe, Suarez, Myers, Marte, and McLean. Lauder pitching. Pleased as always to be joined by the Cowboy Jeff Brantley. I'm Tommy Thrall. Great to be with you tonight here at Great American Ballpark as the Reds and Pirates kick off this 3-game series. Well, Cowboy, you look at it, it's another divisional foe that the Reds have to tangle with here, and this is a Pirates team the Reds have had a tough time with, even though they won the last series there in June.
Yeah, I think you look at this 4-game series, Tommy, and it's really not about whether the Reds score runs or not. That's normally what we talk about. In this series against
his 16th start, he's 3-7.
And the Pirates getting shut out yesterday, so maybe trying to string together some bigger innings, keep the line moving a little bit more than what we saw in that Arizona series. And this ballpark, as you know, very friendly here. 328 down the line in left, 325 down the line in right, but it's the power alleys. A little bit of a taller wall in left field. It's 379 there, but in right, those grandstands, you got the river behind you, so they had to build in. It's only 370 to the right center power alley here.
Yeah, a floating wall in the middle of the river doesn't play too well for the right fielder.
So very inviting for lefty batters. Of course, the Pirates are stacked with left-handed hitters, and the switch hitting Mangum is in, and Lauder delivers a pitch for a strike. Underway at 7-11. It's 84 degrees here in Cincinnati for game 1 of 4. Mangum takes a breaking ball, hits it foul, and now it's 2 strikes. Umpiring crew tonight, Dan Merzel working the plate. It's Dan Bellino, the crew chief at first base. Dexter Kelly is a call-up umpire. He's at second base, and Shane Leibensparger umpires at third. Two-strike pitch, swinging a foul late. And still 2 strikes. Came up and in with a fastball from Lauder. 94 on that pitch. Lauder, 24 years old, grew up in North Carolina, pitched at Wake Forest. It was a first rounder of the Reds. Swinging a foul back. Pirates had a first rounder out of Wake Forest before.
Yes, Will Craig.
First baseman.
Oh, yeah. Big glove, a very good defensive first baseman.
Still 2 strikes on Mangum, hitting at 302. And the pitch in tight.
Yeah, Jake Mangum wanted that ball to catch him, just nick him across the calf. Tried to leave that leg out there, but the ball evaded it.
That inside slider makes it 1-2 on the Pirates' leadoff man. And the pitch, swinging the ball lofted to left into the evening sun. Bleday just shy of the track. Will make the catch for 1 out. And defensively for Cincinnati, joining Bleday in left, it's Dane Myers in center, and Noelvi Marte is in right. Eugenio Suarez at third. No Hayes tonight. Ellie De La Cruz at short. Matt McLean returns from the injury list. He's at second. Sal Stewart at first base, and Tyler Stevenson doing the catching. And with Stevenson behind the plate, more steals against him than any other catcher in baseball. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul back. So either the Reds pitchers don't hold runners very well, or he's not getting them, or both.
2 things can be true. Maybe it's a little bit of both.
We'll see if that activates the Pirates running game. They have only had no more than 1 steal attempt in a game since July 4th. Here's the pitch to Lau, and it's a strike on the inner edge. 0-2. Fastball up to 95 from Lauder.
Yeah, Joe, you almost anticipate that with a couple of the base stealers like Connor Griffin and O'Neal Cruz being out of this lineup for a substantial amount of time. It doesn't mean they can't take advantage of some opportunities like this one, as you mentioned.
1 out, nobody on. Here's an 0-2. Lau guides it up first. Stewart on 2 hops Fields. Waits for Lauder to cover and gets the out there. 2 men are gone. Bringing up Brian Reynolds. He's DHing today. Checking in at 270 with 15 home runs. He's hit well throughout his career in this ballpark. Evening sun in left and in center. The rest of the field in shadows. A batter's eye. Black paint. Here's the pitch. And it's off the plate away. Nope, strike. Excuse me. 0-1 on Reynolds.
Yeah, I was watching J.J. Bleday on that fly ball by Mangum, shading his eyes and shedding his eyes right now so he can actually see home plate.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball lined, tailing away from the center fielder Myers, but he'll plant and get there for the final out. So the Pirates go down in order against the Red starting pitcher Rhett Lauder. And now it'll be Johan Ramirez. He'll start for the Pirates in this bullpen game today from Cincinnati. After this, here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
A good batting order makes all the difference. You start strong, maybe with a breakfast burrito to get you going. Then you bring in some.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Hero doing their part on Miracle Treat Day, July 30th. DQ, happy tastes good.
For the first time in the major leagues, Johan Ramirez will start the game on the mound.
Yeah, Johan came in from the bullpen just to keep his routine. That was pretty interesting to watch him take the mound coming from the bullpen.
First pitch swung through and missed. Strike one to Ellie De La Cruz. Fastball running away from the switch hitter, batting left. And a pitch com delay. Ramirez not hearing the sign, and so we'll pause the action here. That's how Ramirez's first major league start begins.
Well, he's doing it with a smile on his face, and you know he would.
A career reliever did his start in the minor leagues with Houston, but this is just a bullpen game. You can phrase it as an opener, bullpen game, however you want to term it. Pirates are 2-3 in such games this year. I guess they don't have a spare unit, so now one of the Pirates infielders will give the pitcher the pitch comm system. Now that they could also elect to not delay the game and just use signs here after one pitch of this ball game, but no, we're gonna walk around with an earpiece. Ramirez is walking around holding an earpiece.
Well, maybe it was Indy's. Looks like Henry Davis just came out and gave Indy one, so now maybe that was the one that was the faulty party.
Well, they still have fingers.
Yes, they do.
There's
but
nobody on base.
The creatures of habit, like I said. Johan just came in from the bullpen. You get accustomed to doing certain things, I guess you just don't want to go away from it.
Well, hopefully it doesn't break his concentration. One strike pitch to Ellie De La Cruz, and a breaking ball just off the plate away. It's a ball and a strike. 274 hitter, 18 home runs. Then one of baseball's top RBI men, Sal Stewart, to follow. virtual shoe-in for Rookie of the Year, and then it's J.J. Bleday. For Cincinnati, here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul, sliced left. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Came in at 97 from Ramirez.
Yeah, what about Johan Ramirez? And I mean, there's 2 pitchers in that bullpen that I think have just been unbelievable. And that's Johan Ramirez and obviously Carmen Mlodzinski. Once he's been in there, these 2 have been dynamic.
1-2 dribbled foul. And July, Ramirez's ERA is under 1. Remember, he had that long scoreless streak going from June 3rd in Houston until last week.
Just his availability. I mean, they talk about the best ability is availability. He's definitely been that.
On rides outside, breaking ball missing. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Elly De La Cruz. A threat to run, too, if he gets on to start the inning.
Yeah, these first two hitters for this Reds ball club, they lead in all offensive categories for this ball team. So as they go, the team goes.
2-2, breaking ball in. Full count. You certainly don't want to walk De La Cruz. He'll likely be at second base. Like slow pitch softball. If you walk somebody, you just get 2 bases. 3-2. Nothing slow pitch about that. 96, but he missed away and he walks the leadoff man. Sal Stewart is coming up. All he's done in his rookie year, 22 home runs, 79 RBIs, 3rd most in baseball. I know you like that number.
Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, obviously your rookie year, when you're able to produce that much offense, that kind of sets the tone for your career. That's something you're able to do and learn on the fly and have some success.
Righty batter takes a breaking ball just inside for ball 1. He's 22, like Yasmani Valdez. Seeing maybe 2 of the great run producers in this division for years to come in their rookie campaigns. Yeah, the Cruz not going on the first pitch, getting a big lead over there. A 1-0 pitch. Darts inside. 2 balls to nothing. 2-seamer running in. Teams don't run much on Ramirez, just 2 attempts.
He is relatively quick to the plate, and again, that 97 mile-per-hour fastball, the ball gets into catcher's mitt really quick.
2-0 coming, and looking all the way at a strike. Got a tumbling breaking ball in there. 2-1. Andy Rodriguez has thrown out 7% of attempted base stealers. That's the battery for the Bucks here in Cincinnati for game 1 of 4. 2-1. Breaking ball hit off the end of the bat, foul to the right. Defensively for the Pirates tonight, Mangum Manning left. Jostinson Garcia is in center. Yasmani Valdez is in right. Nick Gonzalez at third. Jacob Gonzalez at short. Brandon Lau at second. Ryan O'Hearn at first. And 2-2 the count on Sal Stewart. Nobody out. De La Cruz on at first for the Reds on a walk. Here's the pitch. Outside, 3-2.
You almost bet, as we said, these 2 are responsible so much at offense. Elly De La Cruz will be running on this pitch. 3-2 early in the game.
And he sets up inside the pitch. Strike 3 call. Stewart will challenge. I would think Johan would be a tough guy to challenge because his ball moves so much.
Wow. That's a tough one.
And
hey, he's a rookie for a reason.
Yeah, the Reds lose the challenge. Strike 3 call and 1 out. Yeah, hard to kind of deem where that ball ends up for a hitter, I would think.
Yeah, that 2-seamer is just nasty. He has a lot of movement even on his 4-seam fastball. And so with the Johan, that ball darts down at the bottom of the zone. The guys give up on it. They think it's going to go below the zone.
1 out for J.J. Bleday, a lefty batter. Swinging a foul right back. Strike 1.
But how about that? The Reds not choosing to start the runner there with Elly De La Cruz.
I thought for sure they would.
Yeah, Elly De La Cruz, 18 stolen bases, leads the Reds. So you like to think that these guys are looking to jumpstart this first inning.
And the Reds haven't been scoring a lot of runs. Only 1 last night against Cleveland. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball, shallow right field. The second baseman Lau backtracking. And he'll make the catch for the second out. Blade gets underneath one. And now 2 men out with that man still stuck at first. Tyler Stevenson is coming up.
You know, Joe, and also you think about Yohan Ramirez, we said before, he may be quicker to the plate, but a lot of guys out of the bullpen don't control the running game very well anyway. You'd almost think that Ellie De La Cruz almost wants to force a throw, at least get a throw over. But he's just been really conservative. As we said, only 18 stolen bases on the year.
Here's the pitch, and it's just off the plate away for ball one. Slider ran off to Stevenson, righty batter, tall catcher, 249 hitter with 8 home runs. Here's the 1-0, swinging a foul. Yeah, and you'd think now with 2 outs, trying to get into scoring position.
Yeah, I think a lot of it does have to do with just the longevity. I mean, Ellie De La Cruz wants to post every game. He wants to be in every game. And a lot of times those stolen base attempts, they take a toll on your body. And so you do have to strategically pick your spots. But as you said, with 2 outs, team not scoring a lot of runs, you almost think that at some point he's going to want to try to get in scoring position.
Here's a 1-1 home. And a strike. That slider stays on the plate. It's 1-2. De La Cruz played in every game last year, 162. This year, injury keeping him from that. Missed a little more than 3 weeks. 1-2 on Blade. There goes De La Cruz. The pitch is a ball down and away and trickling away from Rodriguez. Stolen base. His 19th.
Yeah, it was a tough pitch there. It looked like a hard slider, that sweeper maybe, that going around to the backhand of Andy Rodriguez. It's hard for a catcher to get in that position, reaching to the backhand to try to make that throw.
So as soon as the hitter gets to 2 strikes here with 2 outs, De La Cruz takes off. Now in scoring position after that leadoff walk. 2-2 on Stevenson here in the first inning. No score, and the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, on the appeal to first. Dan Bellino says strike. And Yohan Ramirez strikes out a pair in the first. We'll go to the second from Cincinnati. We're scoreless here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Second inning, no score. We'll pause 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Ismael Valdez will lead it off for the Pirates against Brett Lauder to begin the second inning. First pitch just off the plate away for ball one. Valdez facing the Reds 3 times this year. He homered in each of those 3 games. 6 hits and 9 at bats. And a check swinging the ball outside. It's 2-0 on Valdez. Hitting at .278. Leading baseball in slugging percentage. 14 home runs. Been a regular player for a little more than a month. Here's the pitch. A little bit up. Nope, strike. And yep, Valdez wants to challenge this.
Yeah, I love the
previous
challenge.
pitch was called a strike. The batter has challenged.
Dan Merzel's voice. I thought it was up from up here, but I have a bad vantage point.
It was way
The
up.
pitch was a ball. The count is 3-0. Pittsburgh has 2 remaining challenges.
And that's a good view of the strike zone
It's
for Valdez.
Yes, it is very impressive what this young man does with his plate appearances.
3-0, and they'll see a strike now. 3-1. The last Pirate to homer in his first 3 career games against the same opponent in each of those games. Pedro Alvarez against the Angels, 2013. Strike at the knees with a sinker. 3-2. No Pirate's ever done it 4 straight games. If he homers today. Pitch is swung on, one-handed in the air, shallow center field. Dane Myers underneath it, and he'll grab it for the out. So Lauder recovers from down 3-0 to get Valdez for the first out in the second.
But even with that at bat was so impressive because he got to see multiple pitches. He got to see the 4-seamer, the 2-seamer, the slider, and again, the pitches that he did get for strike, they weren't good pitches for him to hit. And so, like I said, at 22 years old, just watching him go through his maneuver through his at bats, it's just been just a really special moment for those guys who really appreciate good hitting.
Now with 1 out, it's Ryan O'Hearn, scoreless in the second. The pitch from Lauder, and a strike on a fastball right in that up and away corner. 0-1. O'Hearn at .274. He's got 17 home runs. Here's the pitch from the righty. Outside, try that same spot and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. O'Hearn and Lau each had 69 runs batted in. Here's a 1-1 and a breaking ball strike. Now 1-2. Pirates haven't had a set of teammates with 70 or more RBIs before the end of August in 90 years.
That's pretty impressive.
Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss. Struck out O'Hearn. He had not struck out in his last 24 plate appearances, but he's Lauder's first strikeout tonight. 2 gone in the second. No one has reached yet for the Pirates. Were blanked yesterday by Eduardo Rodriguez of the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I'm just a big believer in this time of the summer. I feel like you see the swings, like guys just can't see the ball the first inning, this time of day here. You see it on both sides, and home teams are used to it, but visiting team not so much.
Nick Gonzalez will look at a strike.
And Nick Gonzalez just has been amazing in the month of July, leading all of Major League Baseball in average.
Down low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. 315, 4th best in baseball. And in July, number 1, 379 batting average, the best by a Pirate since Tony Womack in '98 for the month of July. There's a strike.
Yeah, like I see that pitch, that's a slider in the middle of the plate. Nick Gonzalez does not take that pitch. I just think that batter's eye right now, the sun is so bright on that batter's eye. It's coming from Lauder, that right arm, just blanks him out.
There's a 1-2. Check swinging a ball down and in. 2-2. Took a first pitch fastball for a strike. Doesn't do that very often either. Two outs, nobody on in the Pirates' second inning. Lauder steps back and delivers. Fastball away. Kind of short-armed it and left it away. 3-2. Better velocity today than we saw the last time around against Lauder. He's 92, 93. He's up to 94, 95 today. 3-2. Gonzalez hits it up the middle, base hit. Turned around the fastball, and Nick Gonzalez has his first hit tonight. And a 14-game hitting streak. That's the longest going in baseball.
Yeah, really impressive at 2 strikes. Nicky G takes a pitch on the outside corner, but it's, again, above the knees, belt high, and he's able to just shoot it back up the middle. He just knows who he is as a hitter. And he continues to do exactly that, hit.
And a 2-out man on for Endy Rodriguez. Takes way inside, ball one. Endy at 259 with 5 home runs. Hitting from the left side of the plate. He has an OPS over 950. Toss to first, and Gonzalez is back. And he's been one of the top hitters against righty pitching. So he's in there tonight against Lauder. Here's a 1-0. Swinging a bouncer up first, right at the bag. Fair ball. Stewart has his momentum take him right to the sack, and that's that. So 1 hit and 1 left for the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the second from Cincinnati. 0-0 here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Three batters over the minimum for Drew Rasmussen. Just 3 base runners in 7 shutout innings. And he did it on under 90 pitches.
His second home run of the ball game. And he sets a new career high. 6 runs driven in today.
The damage, it's been done. 2 home runs in the inning. Manny Machado ties the game with his 2-run shot, and then Jackson Merrill puts him on top. Padres lead at 5-3.
Abrams with 2 on the day. James Wood joining him with a multi-homer game. He's got 30 this season, and the Nats have double digits. It's 10-5.
Out the side for the 3rd time.
Day is done for Jacob Mizorowski. He's struck out 12, including the first 7 he faced today, a new franchise record. Through 66 pitches, over 100 miles an hour today.
Mariano Rivera, cutter man, what can you say? Because lefties had no chance against him. Randy Johnson. All you want to do is try to make contact and put the ball in play. Don't get hit in the head and just try to pull it in play. Mr. Greg Maddox, another great teammate. Great player. Hey, this is a beautiful card right here. This card tells you and lets you know that I got him. When you see that finish high, you know that he's in the books.
Oh, was that ball crushed?
Forward, and you can go to pirates.com/fireworks. Get your tickets. Come on out. Johan Ramirez returns for the 2nd inning, and Nathaniel Lowe hits it high and foul.
I saw what you did right there.
Strike 1.
Hi. That was pretty good. I was falling asleep and you caught me.
I have to remember how to pronounce his name.
I know. I have to keep saying it. Spelled exactly like Brandon Lau.
They were teammates in Tampa Bay. Outside 1-1 from Johan.
How often do you think those guys messed it up when they were calling the games in Tampa Bay? I know, you got to figure they maybe had a little dollar pot in the middle of the desk. And,
undoubtedly.
Oh, without a doubt.
Pitch is up high, 2-1. When we went to Sacramento, the engineer there had a kitty, like a little bucket out there. Every time that somebody said Oakland, I only had to place $1 in there for 3 games. I was so proud of myself. Ball roped into right center, base hit. Valdez racing to cut it off from the wall. He will. Lowe will still try for 2, and the throw. He beats the throw in. It's a double for Nathaniel Lowe, leading off the Reds' 2nd inning.
Yeah, very nice job by Esmeralda Valdez getting to that ball and cutting it off, and then making a good throw in. I mean, he had to go a long way to cut that ball off and keeping it from splitting the gap. And I thought initially once he got the throw off, it was on line. Might have had a shot, but again, Lowe being able to hustle from that left side of the batter's box, being able to sneak in there right before the tag of Gonzalez.
The leadoff man in scoring position for Cincinnati. Here's Eugenio Suarez. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Has a good look at that two-seam sinker there in on the hands of these right-hand hitters for the Reds.
And the ball moves in from a right-handed pitcher. Tough to hit. That's down low that time. 1 ball and 1 strike. Suarez, 204 hitter with 14 home runs. Playing at third base tonight. Key Brian Hayes hitting at 142. So opting for Suarez. 1-1 pitch. Swinging the ball line sharply to left, but at Mangum, and he'll make the catch. So Suarez cannot advance the runner. He lines out to the pull field, 1 out.
Yeah, hard contact, but the job not done. I mean, that's what happens. You think about the Reds and playing at this ballpark, guys like Suarez are run producers, and so often they look to really get the ball, on the other side of the wall in that situation. They're not looking to hit the ball the other way, especially with a tough two-seam fastball that runs in on your hands like Ramirez has. So it works out perfectly for the Pirates.
Now it's Dane Myers. Will take a strike. He's a .324 hitter with runners in scoring position. Lowe, not a fast runner at second. One strike pitch. Way outside. 1-1. Ramirez was looking back at second as he began his motion home.
Yeah,
no threat to run at all.
Exactly. And with Yohan Ramirez, these are the little things that you want to make sure that you're aware of. Stay focused on the zone and the hitter, more importantly.
Did it again. The pitch that time able to drive a strike. 1-2.
And sometimes it's just those nervous ticks, a guy has. It's one thing you have, as you mentioned, no issue with. Lowe has no instance wants to steal third base. He'll be lucky to score on a base hit.
Yeah. 1-2 way outside. Trying to deal him a sweeper. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pirates going with a bullpen game tonight. They have not missed a turn in the rotation because of injury all season. We're almost at the end of July. Really miraculous. The Pirates have done that. So trying to space out their starters, give them a little bit more rest, and they play 17 days in a row. Bounced foul up third.
And it is such a tough thing because it's always going to be something in a major league season. Sometimes you have some injuries to your starting pitch. Sometimes it's a bullpen. For the Pirates, it's been the everyday players. I mentioned a lot of starters being out at the same time, and the Pirates have been able to have guys step up. But
some of the fewest placements, IL placements in baseball this season. The Pirates have been lucky. Ground ball foul up first. For instance, their opponent, the Diamondbacks, it was just in town. They have 13 players on the injury list right now, and that's more of the norm. Battle of attrition as the season goes on.
The thing that baffles me about that too is like you have more guys getting hurt with more days off and more scheduled days off. I'm like, I don't quite understand how that happens, but
2-2 swung through and missed, and Myers down on strikes as Ramirez challenged him and got his 3rd strikeout.
And I'll tell you what that stuff does look like for Ramirez. A good fastball. He gets movement with his 4-seam and 2-seam fastballs. That ball, he just challenged him, and that late movement in those right-handed hitters, they just have nothing to answer for it.
And he strikes out Myers, so that leadoff double still stuck at second. Here's Noel V. Marte. Wave and a miss at a sweeper well out of the zone away. Strike 1.
Yeah, anytime you can have good stuff like that, it widens the plate, as we talked about so often. A pitcher that can throw that fastball in on the hands of right-handers, it widens the plate for him so he can get some chase with that sweeper away.
Here's an 0-1. Tried it again, and a backhanded stop by Andy Rodriguez. Coming way out of his crouch to keep that from the backstop. 1-1.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how Indy made that play, but that was a sweeper that literally almost went out of the left-handed batter's box. And somehow Andy Rodriguez not only was able to get a glove on it, but scoop it without allowing the runner to advance 90 feet.
Used to play some second base in the minor leagues, maybe. Hunter Barco is warming in the Pirates bullpen. 1-1 on the number 8 hitter, Noelvi Marte. Thinking of Ellie De La Cruz, one of the best hitters in baseball against lefties. Might be waiting to get past him. That's overthrown and outside. 2-1. Marte, a 125 hitter with runners in scoring position. The Reds are the poorest in baseball in that department. Lowest batting average with runners in scoring position. Lowest batting average, period.
You're talking about a playoff team from last year, so you have to think this has been disappointing for these Reds.
Swing and a miss, and again Marte chasing that sweeper away. 2-2. It's a good pitch. I mean, it starts in the zone.
And it comes out, and he throws it so hard that it does look like a fastball out of the hand, coming out of that same arm slot. So as you said, you have two pitches that are going opposite directions. You have to make up your mind really quick in that 60 feet and 6 inches.
Leadoff double still stuck there. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased a bad sweeper way outside. And Johan Ramirez exploiting the exuberance of Marte and stranding the leadoff double. We're through 2 innings. It's the
This ball's hit deep to left field. Ryan Reynolds clears the deck. Wow! Bangs off the facade of the second deck. Anchored down with his first home run. Back-to-back Bucks. 5-0 Pittsburgh.
That's what you want to see from Brian Reynolds. Driving the ball, using the middle of the field, and got that pitch out over the middle of the plate. Fans up there don't usually get home run balls. They almost got one there. And hey, let's do it.
Sometimes artifacts in the collection of the Hall of Fame can tell multiple stories. This is the earliest known Yankees baseball cap in existence. It tells a story of a very early baseball cap and of a guy who just had a cup of coffee in the big leagues. But there's actually a hidden story inside this cap. There's another name written in the cap. So who's Dolan?
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
With great benefits and an award-winning workplace. Apply at careers.progressive.com.
We go to the 3rd inning, and it's brought to you by the Ironworkers Local Union number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. Scoreless game. Jacob Gonzalez takes the first pitch. Curveball in for a strike. A new pitch that Lauder has recently added. Jostinson Garcia and then Jake Mangum. Here's an 0-1. And a strike that time on a slider, and it's 0-2. Pirates have 1 hit so far off Lauder. Pitch swung on and missed, and Gonzalez down on 3 pitches. All breaking balls, 1 out. And a reminder that the Pirates will return home for the weekend of the 7th, 8th, and 9th to entertain the New York Mets. And on that Saturday, the 8th, it's a 6:40 start, and the first 20,000 will take home a Pirates t-shirt featuring Josh Harrison. It's brought to you by Chick-fil-A Pittsburgh. Get your tickets at Pirates.com. Jay Hay will be honored. He'll officially retire as a Pirate. There's a strike. Of course, a Cincinnati born. Think of him when we're here. I told him last time we saw him, he came by earlier this year. Hey, when we're in Cincy, come on by and visit. Well, now he's going to visit us in Pittsburgh. I love it. Ball flared down the right field line, but foul. 2 strikes on Garcia.
Yeah, I really like that, Jay Hay. Just such a dynamic player in his own right. Just being able to do the best that he can do in all different facets of the game. He's literally like that Jake Mangum type of guy, you know, obviously before, but just a different skill set, just ability to hit the long ball at times. He figured that out as well.
Two to Garcia away.
And just defensively being able to find a way to impact the ball game, no matter where he was playing. He could be in the outfield, he could be at third base, at second base. And it was just fun to watch and to see him be able to come back and say goodbye to all the fans that really appreciated it.
Garcia gets into one to deep left field. Blade to the warning track, and he'll make the catch. Garcia bidding for his first major league home run, but he's the second out in the Pirates' third.
You like to see Stinson be able to impact the ball when he has these opportunities to come up, because guys you want to have an answer. We said before that left-handed pitching, those starters have one of these young guys that can come up and do what Valdez has been able to do, which is change the scoreboard against some of these left-handed starters.
Garcia got a hanging slider, middle. Here's Mangum. Takes a breaking ball outside for ball one. Big curveball.
Yeah, and the tough thing about that, if you're only waiting to start against left-handed pitching, you never get a real rhythm of hitting at all. And so it's nice to see Stinson being able to get a start.
There's a strike and an inside sinker, 1-1. Yeah, I'm with you. If you're going to call up a young player, play him. And Garcia, only 23 years old. Remember, he was called up before Valdez. Kind of next in the pecking order. That's grounded foul, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Among outfielders, had such a great spring training. There's just nowhere for him to play at the outset of the season, so he went down to the minor leagues. But Garcia has a ton of potential too.
Yeah, definitely a really good defensive center fielder. We've seen that even at the big league level, what he's been able to do.
1-2 bounces up there. Garcia was hitting in July, 362 at Indy. And the big thing for him will be, swinging at more strikes. If he does that, he can really impact the baseball. Here's a 2-2 coming. Mangum fouls it to the left. 2 outs, nobody on, third inning. Pirates and Reds are scoreless.
I got to talk to Jake Mangum before the game down in the dugout earlier during batting practice. I'm just talking about all the games that he's been able to play consecutively and getting that nice long run, obviously with O'Neal Cruz being out, and what does he do to take care of his body in that process. And it was he was very candid with it, is making sure he takes care of his legs at night, because you have to as a center fielder, and being a dynamic player as he is with stolen bases and how he plays the game, you have to take care of that body.
Has 300 plate appearances this year. As a rookie last year, 428. Inside now, 3 balls and 2 strikes on Mangum trying to get on. Really, the Pirates one stolen base threat. Lau waiting next. See if he can get on here in the third. Lauder on 3-2. Swinging a liner over short, base hit. Maybe more for Mangum, always out of the box quickly. Backhanded by Myers, and then he'll put on the brakes and return to first. I was thinking, hey, 2 outs, I got to at least try to get in a scoring position. But Myers a good play.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need to be thinking about. All these Pirates, and doesn't matter how much speed you have or not. As soon as that ball hits the gap, you need to be running hard out of the box, looking with 2 outs, definitely trying to get in scoring position and make that outfielder stop you. It was a nice job of getting over to the ball and getting a strong throw in to stop Mangum from getting that double.
He has 19 steals, not going on the first pitch to Lau, which rides outside for ball 1.
Yeah, that's another big part of it. Knowing who's hitting behind you makes a difference. Brandon Lau in a hitter's ballpark like this, he's 1 swing away from putting up a crooked number. Don't want to run into an out at second base if you don't have to.
1-0 outside, 2 balls and nothing on Brandon Lau. 22 home runs, leads the club. In his last 4 games coming into tonight, 9 for 18. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-0 slider. And now 2 balls and a strike on the lefty batting Lau. Leads all the baseball. Home runs by a second baseman. The pitch. Check swing. Number up third. It is foul. Shane Livensparger backtracking When it first bounced, it was right along the chalk, but still prior to the bag, and when it went over the bag, it was to the left of it. So a foul ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lau.
That would have been a fun double to watch. A little check swing double to Eugenio Suarez, playing way over in that shortstop position with the left-handed hitting Brandon Lau. That ball would have rolled all the way down to the wall against that third base side. That's when the game rewards you with some really good stuff. A check swing double.
Well, he's got a lot of room on that left side. Seldom hits the ball on the ground to the opposite field, so that's why the Reds station him to pull. Here's the pitch, and it rides outside 3-2. That's a changeup. Got too big.
Now with 2 outs, a 3-2 count. It'll be a nice little jump start for Jake Mangum at first base.
Here's the payoff. Swing and a foul tip struck him out. Left that slider out over, but now down on strikes. 1 hit, 1 left for the Pirates, and we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd from Cincinnati.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Being named to an All-Star team just once in a career is an incredible feat. But for Juan Soto, that's just part of his game. For the 5th time in his career, Soto is headed back to the All-Star game. Soto finished 2nd among NL outfielders thanks to a late surge in fan voting.
Mets fans are unbelievable. I really appreciate everything that they have done for me. Seeing myself where I started in the boats and then see where I finish is incredible what they did.
It will be his 2nd start overall and his first All-Star appearance as a New York Met. Something crazy? At just 27 years old, he is the youngest player to make the Midsummer Classic with 4 different teams: the Nationals, Padres, Yankees, and now the Mets. So how did Juan Soto celebrate? By hitting a go-ahead bomb, of course.
And a high fly ball, deep right field, right down the line. God, if it stays fair, that ball is out of here.
No score as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Reds will come to bat against the new pitcher, Hunter Barco.
Yeah, Hunter Barco come in making his 6th appearance on the season. 0-1 record with a 7.71 ERA. 11 2/3 innings pitched. And the lefty has 8 strikeouts on the season here at the big league level.
So they use an opener in Ramirez. He faces 8 hitters. First one from the lefty is inside ball 1. Matt McLain leads it off. Then it's Elly De La Cruz, who has the highest slugging percentage against lefties in all of baseball. I would think that they would have kept Ramirez in to face him at least. That's kind of the whole point of starting a reliever in a game. Get the matchups you want. 1 ball, 1 strike. And then Sal Stewart hits 3rd this inning, a righty batter. The lefty delivers. And it's down and in 2 balls and a strike to Matt McLain, just off the IL, hitting a 190. He's hit 8 home runs. So Ramirez 2 scoreless innings, gave up a hit, walked 1, struck out 4. Left after 39 pitches. Inside 3-1. Barco last pitched with the Pirates on April 28th.
Yeah, you can't ask for anything more than that. Come in relief. Make sure you throw strikes.
Has a long track record of that. It's fouled away. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And especially in a situation like this, first game of a 4-game series against another NL Central opponent. Obviously, as you mentioned before, Elly De La Cruz from that right side of the plate. You don't want to put any runners on base in front of him to start off this inning.
3-2 on Matt McLain. Swinging a ball flared into right. And he'll be down for a base hit. McLean had been 0 for his last 34 against the Pirates. And he'll single to start the inning, the right-handed batter. Against the lefty Barco, who against righties, they hit him at .318 for his major league career.
Yeah, and a lot of that is falling behind. And unfortunately, to the 9-hole hitter, you fall behind, you get into hitters counts. And now the next thing you know, you turn over a lineup to one of the most potent guys of this offense, and Elly De La Cruz, right-handed.
Has an OPS almost 1100 against lefty pitchers. The pitch. And a wave and a miss, strike one on a good slider down and in from Hunter Barco. The Pirates electing to use a bullpen game today. No injuries or doubleheaders. Just wanted to space out the starting pitchers over a stretch of 17 in a row. 17 games in a row, or 17 days with a game, I should say. Swinging a foul back. We'll pause 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Well, the Reds have a couple of left-handed batters in the lineup today. Barco 188 against lefties in his big league career. Been very good against left-handed batters. It's down and in 1-2.
Yeah, non-competitive pitch by Hunter Barco. Ball bouncing well in front of the plate with that split finger. With Elly De La Cruz getting out on that front side, I'd be curious to see if they don't go with that fastball up and in. See if they can get him on the ground.
McLean at first, nobody out. The pitch swung on, driven into left center, base hit, and maybe more. Garcia will cut it off just in front of the warning track. Around third, McLean. He'll be waved home with nobody out. Throw comes into second. It's an RBI double for Elly De La Cruz. And just like that, Cincinnati leads 1-0.
Well, as we mentioned, that's Elly De La Cruz doing what he does against left-handed pitching. He's been a run producer. He can hit for power. And that's exactly what he's been able to do, is put the Reds up early. And that ball to split the gap out there in left center field. Stinson Garcia got to the ball, but then the throw into the relay man totally missed Gonzalez, the shortstop, and went in towards second base. Brandon Lau ended up getting that ball, and that enabled the runner to score from first base.
A real high arcing throw. De La Cruz snaps an 0 for 10 with that double. Barco to Sal Stewart and a strike. Stewart among the RBI leaders. 79 driven in. Still nobody out here in the third. Barco on in relief of Johan Ramirez. Went the first 2 innings, faced 8 hitters as the opener tonight. Pitch a little bit low, 1 ball, 1 strike with the slider missing.
So interesting too, Joe, because it's not very often that you see a guy switch hitter that hits so much better from the right side of the plate. So often you see it from the left side. Elly De La Cruz is an anomaly in that sense.
Here's a 1-1. Stewart takes his strike. Landed the slider, did Barco. 1-2. Barco last pitched 6 days ago. Pitched 2 2/3 innings, 56 pitches. Had not been stretched out to starters innings. He missed 3 or 4 weeks in June and July because of an elbow concern. But certainly will give the Pirates, or can give them, multiple innings tonight if he's effective enough. Here's a 1-2 from the lefty. Ground ball, base hit to right. De La Cruz being waved home with nobody out. Throw in from right field, cut off. Another RBI hit. This time for Sal Stewart, his 80th run batted in. Cincinnati's opened a 2-0 lead with nobody out here in the third.
Yeah, you have to think these are matchups that you did not want as a ball club when you have obviously 2 of the guys that can really do damage. The 2 main guys have all the offensive numbers for these Cincinnati Reds are Elly De La Cruz and Sal Stewart. And both of these guys are the ones that burn you here in the third inning.
And that's usually what the opener concept is for, is to try to fashion those matchups early in the game if you can. Doesn't mean that they would have done the same thing against Johan Ramirez, but that you're playing the percentages. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, and that's what, I mean, obviously this has been the model for the Pirates at the end, is the matchups. So unfortunately the lineup turns over and the matchups actually end up burning you.
So now Barco gets to draw a left-handed batter. And that's Bleday. With a man at first, still nobody out. 2-0 Reds. First pitch fastball strike. 94 from Barco. Stewart has stolen 12 bases over at first base. 22-year-old. Here's an 0-1 home. Swing and a miss on a slider. Now 2 strikes. Barco looking for his first out. 3 straight Reds hits to begin this third inning. Excuse me. 2-0 Reds. Looking at the runner and the 0-2 home. Swinging a ground ball foul on an inside slider. Barco is 25 years old. Pitched at the University of Florida. He was the Pirates' second-round pick in 2022. Grew up in Jacksonville. Ahead 2 strikes on Bleday. And his pitch down low and away with the slider. 1-2. Pardon me, fastball, excuse me. Some down and away movement on it. Reds already outpacing what they scored last night against Cleveland. There's a strike 3 call, down and away with a slider. And Bleday strikes out looking for the first out here in the third.
Yeah, nice pitch by Hunter Barco, going away with that slider. He found the outside part of the plate right below the zone, able to get a call.
And for every Pirates pitcher strikeout in July, Coppers is donating $25 to Blood Cancer United.
Now here's another right-handed matchup, and one that does have some long ball potential. Tyler Stevenson. It's so important to see if he can get the ball on the ground. Hunter Barco to get that double play to get out of this inning.
First pitch, swing and a pop foul, backing out of play. Trying to recover after the Reds had hits the first 3 men up. Have built a 2-0 lead here in the third. Keep Stewart at first. Yeah, keep that ground ball double play in order. And the pitch. There goes Stewart. Ball in the dirt. Throw down. Good throw. Got him. Short hop throw. He's trying. He says he wants to challenge it.
Yeah, he definitely does. And I think the Reds are going to win this challenge too. It's a short hop throw if they do decide to challenge.
Terry Francona will not.
Wow.
And it is a caught stealing. Andy Rodriguez throwing out Stewart.
That is an impressive pick by Andy Rodriguez, and an even better pick on the back end with Brandon Lau.
So
oh my, what a play. Just looking at the monitor, Joe, that was special. Brandon Lau stuck it. You got to stick your nose in there as a second baseman. If you want to catch that short hop, I mean, you have to stick your head in there and your glove. Andy Rodriguez short hops Brandon Lau. Brandon Lau is able to catch the short hop and get the tag on the shin right above the toe touching second base. Really nice job.
Now a 2-1, and as a swing and a foul back with the bases clear and 2 outs, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Tyler Stevenson. That's Rodriguez's 3rd caught stealing this year. Big time for it.
It really was, and I looked back at the pitch. It was not in the dirt, so it was just a nice job on Brandon Lau's behalf.
2-2 on Stevenson, and the pitch from Barco. Down and in 3-2. Well, Barco with an opportunity. If he could just retire 2 hitters in the inning, he can get out of it. He's thrown 23 pitches here in the third. His first inning of relief. 3-2 coming, and there's a walk. Down low and away with a changeup on 3-2 with 2 outs and nobody on. Now the lefty batting Nathaniel Lowe will bat. He doubled his first time up.
Yeah, and that's the one thing about young pitchers in ballparks like this. You don't want to learn the lesson the hard way. Oh, but walks and free passes can absolutely just do some bad things and put up crooked numbers on the scoreboard.
Lowe rarely bats against lefties. He's just 2 for 19 this season. And he takes a first pitch slider for a strike. What do they say at on the Three Rivers scoreboard? Walks will haunt. Probably see some Halloween decorations already going up.
Is it that time already?
There's a strike. Any month that ends in Y or R or has an R in it.
It's called preparation, I guess.
Yeah.
Or discounts, however you want to look at that. I'm not doing either.
There you go.
I can promise you that.
Take a stand.
Yes.
2 strikes. And Lowe sees a pitch down and away. 1-2. Stevenson, no threat to run at first. Trying to get around a 2-out walk. 2-0 Reds. Hunter Barco ready. And his pitch swung on, hit high in the air to deep center, but Garcia with room, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. The Reds get 2, and they take a 2-0 lead. We'll go to the 4th from Cincinnati.
It's just as hard to hit homers in this ballpark. There's a drive. I don't care how big the park is. This one is gone. Touch 'em all time. His first major league home run. T.J. Rumfield. First homer of the year for the Rockies. They take a 1-0 lead.
Roof open, roof closed. That would not have mattered. That sounded like a cannon coming off of the bat. Good for him.
3 batters over the minimum for Drew Rasmussen. Just 3 base runners in 7 shutout innings. And he did it on under 90 pitches.
His second home run of the ball game. And he sets a new career high. 6 runs driven in today.
The damage, it's been done. 2 home runs in the inning. Manny Machado ties the game with his 2-run shot. And then Jackson Merrill puts him on top. Padres lead at 5-3.
Abrams with 2 on the day. James Wood joining him with a multi-homer game. He's got 30 this season. And the Nats have double digits. It's 10-5.
Out the side for the 3rd time.
Day is done for Jacob Mizorowski. He's struck out 12, including the first 7 he faced today. A new franchise record. Through 66 pitches, over 100 miles an hour today.
We see you.
4th inning, 2-0 Reds. Pirates, when they return home on Sunday, August 9th, they'll host the Mets at 1:35 on that day. And kids 14 and younger get to take home a Pirates puzzle. That's fun for the whole family. It's presented by Clean Express Auto Wash. Get your tickets at Pirates.com. Pirates have a couple of singles off Rhett Lauder, Red starter. Inside fastball missing, ball 1 to Brian Reynolds. Pirates scored 8 off Lauder back in May, the last time they faced him, in an inning and a third. Here's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Now 1-1.
Yeah, Lauder's done a nice job at getting guys off his fastball, and right there going with that breaking ball to even up the count. And Brian Reynolds will take his time out.
That was one of 2 outings where Lauder has given up 8 runs in the start this year. Came in with a 5.61 ERA. Pitch could not hold up on an inside slider, 1-2.
That slider's a lot tighter. He's kind of throttling the speed of it. He saw one at 80 miles per hour. That one a little harder.
Here's a 1-2 coming, and it's down low and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Reynolds, who flied out his only time. And the Pirates had troubles with the Diamondback starters in that series. 1 run in 20 2/3 innings. So far scoreless against Lauder. It's up and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That fastball down to 92 that time.
It's only a matter of time before this offense explodes here at this ballpark. They just find a way to start chipping away immediately now, though.
The pitch. Reynolds takes strike 3 call on an inside fastball, 1 out. Esmeralyn Valdez is coming out.
Every once in a while you see a two-seam fastball down at the knees. And that one just below the strike zone. I think it might have clipped the bottom part right at the knees. Brian Reynolds thought it was down. Went down looking.
Here's Valdez swinging a tap foul right at the plate. Strike one.
You know, he mentioned Esmeralda Valdez, his last at bat, being able to get a look at all the pitches that Lauder featured. Let's see if he can take advantage of that this at bat.
Here's an 0-1. Swinging a missed, 2 strikes. Changed up on him. Valdez leads baseball in OPS since June 19th. Down 2 strikes. Pitch is swung on, bounced up third. And Suarez flips it on to first for the second out. 2 up and 2 down, and Ryan O'Hearn is coming up. And the Pittsburgh Brewing Company key account of the game, stop into Applebee's all season long for $4 22-ounce IC light drafts.
See Rhett Lauder really getting into a rhythm, Joe. Consistently pitching from that windup.
Bounced foul.
Nice little rhythm with all his pitches.
Pirates have had two out singles. So for most of the game, yeah, he's been pitching with nobody on. Here's the next one. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes. Lauder has struck out 4, walked none.
And from that windup starts a right foot on the far third base side of the rubber. He takes his left foot back. He slides that right foot all the way to the first base side of the rubber. Changes the look.
And the pitch. Inside, missing with the fastball. Ran that back up to 95. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on in the Pirates' 4th inning. Another quiet night at the plate so far. Swinging a pop-up. Third base side, Suarez. And he'll grab it for the final out. Rhett Lauder through 4 scoreless. 2-0 Reds. Bottom half coming up right here on the Pirates Radio Network.
Three batters over the minimum for Drew Rasmussen. Just 3 base runners in 7 shutout innings. And he did it on under 90 pitches.
His second home run of the ball game. And he sets a new career high. 6 runs driven in today.
The damage, it's been done. 2 home runs in the inning. Manny Machado ties the game with his 2-run shot. And then Jackson Merrill puts him on top. Padres lead it 5-3.
Abrams with 2 on the day. James Wood joining him with a multi-homer game. He's got 30 this season. And the Nats have double digits. It's 10-5.
Out the side for the 3rd time.
Day is done for Jacob Misiorowski. He's struck out 12, including the first 7 he faced today. A new franchise record. Through 66 pitches, over 100 miles an hour today.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The 4th coming up. Reds batting with a 2-0 lead. And on Friday, August 7th, the Pirates return home to host the Mets. It's a 6:40 game. It'll be Penn State night at the ballpark. And if you purchase a special ticket package, it will include a Pirates and Penn State co-branded long sleeve shirt. Backdoor strike on the fastball. Has a little cut action to it from Barco. You can buy your special ticket at pirates.com/Penn State. That's Friday, August 7th. Back with a strike, and Suarez will challenge.
The previous pitch was called a strike. The batter has challenged.
This will risk the Reds' final ABS challenge. The Reds are the most successful team in baseball at challenging.
Well, they're done.
The pitch was a strike. The count is 0-2. Cincinnati has exhausted its challenges.
I like that word. Good job, Dan Merzel.
Exhausted.
Pitch is inside.
Take advantage of that.
Yeah, the Reds are #1 in successful percentage.
Well, you got to be first at something. It's been a tough year for the Reds.
You know Merzel's a smart guy. And a ground ball onto short. Jacob Gonzalez has it and lobs it onto first for the out. He played baseball at Johns Hopkins, where he was an applied mathematics major. That's the plate umpire whose voice you heard.
That's pretty impressive, Joe.
I was thinking to myself, I go, he's got a nice vocabulary. Let me see what.
He sounds very educated.
Okay.
That explains it all.
Now we know. Fun to learn the backgrounds of the umpires. They all come from different walks of life.
Absolutely. They're a big part of this as well.
All around the world.
Same song.
Ball went outside to Dane Myers. Here's the pitch. And it's outside. 2-0 from Hunter Barco. 2-0 Reds. 1 out, nobody on here in the 4th. Myers, a right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop foul, backing out of play. 2-1.
Yeah, if nothing else, you'd like to see Hunter Barco get through a clean inning here. Get some of these right-handed hitters for these Reds.
Here's his pitch. Swinging a bouncer up third, and Gonzalez fields it in fair territory behind the bag. Clangs off his glove. It'll be a base hit for Dane Myers.
Yeah, do or die play for Nick Gonzalez. That was an in-between hop, and it really just bounced maybe 2 feet inside right by the base. Right over the top of it, and obviously Nick Gonzalez would have had to make a tremendous throw to get the out. But I'll tell you what, that is the toughest play for a third baseman, running towards the foul line and having to play an in-between hop.
So that puts Myers on with the single. 1 out for Noel V. Marte, right-handed batter. Lefty Barco delivers a strike. Barco threw 29 pitches in his first inning of relief in the 3rd. Coming off an outing where threw just shy of 60 pitches. It's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. He was pitching at AAA Indianapolis. Myers with 7 steals. Dancing around at first. Barco looking there and now looking home and firing a strike.
Yeah, good 4-seam fastball at 93 miles per hour into Marte.
1-2. Marte struck out against Ramirez in the 2nd. It was Ramirez's final hitter. He faced the first 8. Here's the pitch to the backstop. Myers advances to 2nd here with 1 out. It's a wild pitch.
Yeah, Hunter Barco, after releasing that ball, slapped his glove in disappointment. Looked like he wanted to go with that same slider down and in, and the back foot unfortunately got away from him.
Now 2-2. Way outside, 3-2. So a better at bat here. Marte had a hard time with that right-handed slider from Ramirez.
Yeah, that thing was nasty. It never was a strike out of the hand. He was swinging at it in the left-handed batter's box. A little better at bat against this left-hander Barco.
3-2 coming. Marte swings and lofts one to deep right. Valdez back, warning track, and he'll make the catch just a step shy of the wall. And because it was hit so deeply, Myers will tag and head to 3rd now with 2 outs. Bringing up the number 9 man, Matt McClain, who ended an 0 for 34 slide against the Pirates.
Yeah, that's a big reason why these Reds jumped on the board in that 9 hole, being able to get on base to lead off the inning. And that's really set the tone for the scoring for these Reds.
McClain, a 148 hitter with runners in scoring position. Takes a strike. Slider makes it over. 0-1 on McLean with Myers at third. 2 outs. Reds batting in the home half of the fourth. 2-0 Cincinnati. Here's an 0-1. And it's down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Pirates again. First half of games have been quieted. Coming alive on Tuesday night with 6 runs in the 8th and 9th innings to tie. Fouled back, and now 1 ball 2 strikes on McLean. Pirates coming off that 2-4 homestand, beginning the first of an 8-game road trip. 4 here in Cincinnati, 4 then in Milwaukee. Barco ahead 1-2 in the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, softly hit to right. Valdez sizes it up, comes on a few steps, makes the catch, and the inning ends. 1 hit and 1 left for the Reds. The Pirates come to bat in the 5th, trailing 2-0.
jammed and a little pop-up. Everybody's coming, but the pitcher wants it. Now he's going to give way. What's he doing? It's going to be dropped.
Keystone Cops on the infield for the Rockies.
Isbell's got to beat him. Battling the sun. He bobbles and recovers. That's a highlight tape and a heck of a catch.
That went straight lawn dart. It's in the ground. On guard. That's it.
See, it comes off that stool down there and makes a nice catch, a hot line drive.
And Vladdy's applauding.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita Auction.
Pirates get one back now, 2-1 Reds, with the top of the order coming up for Cincinnati here in the bottom of the fifth. Coming up on Saturday, the Powerball jackpot, an estimated annuity of $707 million. $707 million. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. Every day, you got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
I told you I'd come back to work with you the very next day. I would.
Down low, ball one. If you win?
Yes.
What if you got all but one right?
Yeah, I'll be back at work with you the next day.
Swing and a miss, and the bat helicopters into left field.
Ooh, that might be the longest bat throw. That bat, when it stopped, I'll give it 100 and, what do you think, 35, 145 feet?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That would certainly win at the family picnic.
That's right. Hammer throw, LA Olympics is coming soon.
What's that, 2028?
Yes.
They hosted in '84.
They did.
I'm alive to remember that. Get to see it happen twice. Probably caused some traffic on the 405. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball looped into right, base hit. Nice piece of hitting from Ellie De La Cruz. He's going to try to stretch it into two. Valdez up with it, and Ellie De La Cruz a hustle double. Played in every game last season. And the heartbeat of the Reds has been on base all 3 times tonight.
Well, we said these are the 2 guys at the top of this lineup that just do all the offensive damage. Ellie De La Cruz on that right side. But that ball was hit right off the bat. And again, that's just him being dynamic, because that looked like a single right off the bat. But then all of a sudden, you just see him out the box. He'll make it happen.
That's a slider that's at the knees right on the inner edge, too, and he's able to hit that ball in the right field.
That's pretty special. He is a unique talent.
So tough to strand a leadoff double, but luckily Ramirez was able to do that in the second inning. Reds never advanced low, and behold, here again in the 5th inning, the Reds with 2-base hit to start the inning. Ball one inside to Sal Stewart. He has 80 RBIs. Single his last time up.
Yeah, you have to know he's licking his chops versus the young Hunter Barco as well. You had 2 youngsters with a matchup. But Stewart has been swinging an amazing bat his rookie year.
No rookie has ever led the National League in RBIs. Think about that. Ever. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's 2 behind C.J. Abrams of the Nationals. What if Abrams gets traded to an American League team? You know, you take one guy out of the race there. Jordan Walker's right behind him. One pitch, and it misses in 2-1. Let's see if the righty batter can at least advance De La Cruz. Can Barco retire him without the runner advancing?
I do like the call, though, that going hard in with the fastball, Enny Rodriguez and Hunter Barco.
2-1, swinging a foul.
Yeah, I'll give you an opportunity to allow him to think about something else. Young hitters, you definitely want to crowd them. They're having success at the plate. See if they can handle that fastball inside. And if they start getting aggressive swinging and you push them back even more, go off the plate even harder, and see if you can widen up the plate and make your soft stuff work away.
5th inning, 2-1 Reds, the pitch.
Yes.
And Stewart could not hold up, down on strikes. Tried to meet it away, changeup from Barco. And that runner still stuck at second with 1 out.
Yeah, that was an excellent job by the battery. Hunter Barco and Enny Rodriguez doing exactly that. Going with the fastball in off the plate then following up with a slider in, down and in, and then finishing him off with a changeup. Because again, you widen that plate, you get the hitter thinking about starting that bat early to get to that inside pitch.
Here's the pitch, and Bleday, the lefty batter, takes inside for ball one. And so really a big hurdle cleared there. Stewart, one of the top run producers around.
But don't excel.
Yeah. Now you got a lefty batter up. Better matchup for Barco here, the left-handed pitcher. Down low and away. 2 balls and no strikes on the slider missing. And now hitters count for Bleday, who has hit 5 home runs off lefties this year.
And that's the struggle. When you hit a tough hitter like Stewart out, and then you fall behind the left-on-left matchup with a 2-0 count with a runner in scoring position.
Long wait by Barco. And the pitch. There goes De La Cruz. Pitches the ball. Throw down to third. Right on the money. Safe. Close play at third. Andy Rodriguez had that clear path to throw with the lefty batter up. And on a bang play, De La Cruz ruled safe. The Pirates considering challenging. They will not. It's an important stolen base for De La Cruz, his second tonight.
And those are the times when Nick Gonzalez, I think, just getting to the bag and putting yourself in a position around the bag. The tag just looked a little late. You got to get that tag down in front of the base as quick as possible. Don't try to tag the hand.
And there's a strike to Bleday with the infield up now. Reds leading 2-1. We're in the 5th inning. And that was a good throw by Andy Rodriguez.
Perfect throw.
Infield playing up. Swinging the ball, shot foul, right side. 3 balls to 2 strikes.
But Joe, can you think about any other individual that can actually impact the game like that? Elly De La Cruz is putting his team in a position offensively to win the game. You know, a couple doubles, a stolen base right here in a situation where you don't even need a hit. You just need to find a way to put the ball in the outfield.
3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. And he walks Bleday, the lefty batter, one of only 2 lefties in this lineup. And De La Cruz hitting a ball it's really hard to stay inside of, and you know that just to get a hit on that is above average, and then to stretch it into a double, and then okay, the hitter doesn't advance him, well, now I'll just do it myself.
Yes, now I'm making it easy for you to get me in now. Now the Pirates have go corners in, obviously, with O'Hearn holding on, first and third, holding on the runner. Nick Gonzalez take a couple steps back behind third base, but they're playing for that double play ball Hunter Barco needs to have now against Tyler Stevenson, once again coming up with a man on third and less than 2 outs.
Here's the pitch, and it's down and in, ball 1. They've had Noah Murdoch warming. Ground ball specialists, you know, kind of that get out of jams guy that kind of look for in a situation like this, with the righty batter up, right-handed pitcher warming in the bullpen, swinging a foul back, 1 ball, 1 strike, trying to get that ground ball double play.
Yeah, these are the situations, you know, you don't want to have. This is again Stevenson first and third, 1 out. This is the second time his back-to-back at bats now, having a run producing situation.
And the pitch hit off the end of the bat, foul on the slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Stevenson, with the lefty low next. Pirates just got 1 back in the top half of this 5th inning to cut the deficit to 2-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tyler Stevenson. Elly De La Cruz at third on a tweener ball. Can tag and score. Good speed. Bleday, lefty batter, walked against the lefty Barco. Here's 1-2. Down low with a slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. There goes Bleday. Pitches a ball down low. Throw down, and hey, got him on a 1-hop throw. Lau with a quick tag, and Bleday caught stealing. Second time tonight, Andy Rodriguez has cut down a base stealer.
Wow, what a big mistake for the Reds offensively. Now the count moved to 3-2 on that pitch that was a ball. Day, obviously the Reds not thinking that the Pirates would throw through. Andy Rodriguez got rid of the ball quick and a nice long hop. Brandon Lau once again sticks his nose in there, able to make a tag for the out.
3-2 on Stevenson. A long wait by Barco and his pitch. And it's ruled ball 4. Pirates will not challenge it. So another walk. And, you know, the Reds should not have counted on the Pirates not throwing through there, because with the right-handed batter up, Gonzalez is still playing in the vicinity of De La Cruz. If you got a lefty batter up, I could see that when they're in that big pull situation.
Yeah, very good point, Joe.
So they kind of miscalculated, I think. Now you could see that if Stevenson was a faster runner.
Right. Here, and especially with 2 outs in this situation now.
Barco trying to get out of trouble after a leadoff double and 2 walks in this inning. Still nothing across. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Lowe, who is 2 for 20 against lefties this year, including when he flat out against Barco back in the 3rd inning.
At some point, they're going to have to throw a fastball here to Lowe just to set him up for a 2-strike pitch.
0-1, swinging a soft bouncer, foul at first, and now 2 strikes.
Yeah, this might be the time where you need to do it. Just get that fastball up at the top of the zone on the inside 3rd of the plate. And that'll set up your other 2 secondary pitches if you want to.
And a swing and a foul. Still 2 strikes on Lowe.
Yeah, they continue going with the slider here. And I think this is the always felt like whenever you have a matchup like this and you continually throw a slider after slider after slider, it's only one of those that's going to get hung at one time. I mean, it's going to happen.
Batter get a rhythm at all, too?
Yes, absolutely. Get a good look at it. Give him something a little different up above the zone.
Man at the corners with 2 outs and an 0-2. Slung low on the fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, see, that's the difference. And that ball's down. I mean, there's no chance that he's already anticipating the slider, so he's going to try to lay off the low stuff. Got to get the ball up. That fastball up in the zone.
1-2. Barco ready. The pitch. Swinging a bouncer up second. And Lau throws out low. And the inning is done. So Barco and Andy Rodriguez helping to get the 3 outs in the 5th. And the Reds.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Fly ball into shallow left. Diving catch, Randall Grichuk.
Well, that's a great play, but you could tell the whole time that he was running toward that ball, he knew it was going to take a dive.
Going back on a Waldschmidt, still going back on the warning track. He leaps and makes the catch. Crashing face first into the fence. What a grab by Ryan Waldschmidt for the 2nd out.
And McKinstry digs one out to the gap in right center field.
Yes,
Cowser takes it away.
Oh, the milkman.
Holy Cowser. Forget that. Lindor puts the icing on the cake with a long 3-run homer. His 2nd home run of the night. A 6 RBI game for Lindor.
Base hit! Kiss that losing streak goodbye! And good night! Griffin Conine walks it off, and the Marlins score 3 in the 9th to win it.
To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life sleep.
Pirates still within 2-1 as they come to bat here in the 6th inning from Cincinnati's Great American Ballpark. It'll be Brandon Lowe to lead things off against Rhett Lauder, pitching beyond 5 innings for the first time since June 24th. First pitch swung on, hit high and deep out to right, and Brandon Lowe has tied this game. Home run number 23 for Brandon Lowe. And the Pirates have knotted the score 2-2 here in Cincinnati.
Yeah, Brandon Lowe once again, that's late innings. Gets into that mid part of the game, late innings. He finds a way to just show up and impact the ball club. That third time around the lineup, Brandon Lowe deposits that ball deep into the seats in right field. And the Pirates are now evened up this score. Now Brian Reynolds also has to come up that third time around the lineup and see if he can continue the success.
A sheet shot for Brandon Lowe, tying Neil Walker for the most home runs by a Pirates second baseman in a season.
Oh, and we're still in July.
Neil knows that. Swinging a foul back, strike one. He said a few weeks ago, Neil did, he's really happy for Brandon Lowe, knows he's going to obliterate Neil's record. Remember, Neil Walker, until this year, the only Pirate ever to have 20 home runs, second baseman to have 20 home runs in a season.
Yeah, such an accomplishment.
And Lowe, a big-time home run as well. That one taken inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is a game-tying home run, but Lowe leads the team with 8 go-ahead home runs. So a lot of his home runs have really counted.
Well, when you hit a lot of them, like he has, and he
That's
definitely
fair.
has.
Swing and a miss by Reynolds, and it's 1-2.
By volume alone, they're going to count.
Lauder surrendering the first home run he has tonight.
And that was Lauder.
And our 6th inning brought to you by the operating engineers of Local 66. Here's a 1-2 to Reynolds, and it's down low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And so Lowe might be chief on the list, but maybe number 2 on, the MVPs of the game for the Pirates so far. Endy Rodriguez, he got 7 of the 9 outs that Hunter Barco was on the mound for in his 3 innings of relief. 2-2 is fouled away on caught stealings.
That's impressive. And a quick release. Again, the throws weren't desirable, but by all means, they were right on the money. Given a long hop for the one of Blade, and obviously the nice little dig by Brandon Lowe on the one before that. And so those two, Brandon Lowe making his impact defensively and with the bat. Endy Rodriguez doing the same.
2-2. Tried the outer edge and missed. Full count on Reynolds with nobody out in the Pirates 6th. The 2-2 tie game.
Yeah, you almost feel like the Pirates offense is about to break through. Third time around the lineup.
Here's the pitch. Bounced foul. Yeah, Lauder has seldom gone this deeply into games. And maybe a momentum turn after the Reds. 3 of the first 4 hitters in the inning. It goes double, strikeout, walk, walk. They don't score. They're 1 for 9 tonight with runners in scoring position. They're the poorest team in that department in baseball.
And they're going through the middle of the lineup too, and that's the tough part. I mean, not scoring in the middle.
3-2 is bounced on 2 hops to second. McLean gets it on to first for the first out. Reynolds is over 3. 1 away in the Pirates 6th inning. And Ace Marilyn Valdez will come up. You can score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com, from official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies. We've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Pirates, the official source for your Pirates gear. 2-2 game. Here's the pitch, and Valdez takes up and in with the fastball, ball 1. Valdez hit this in 2 tries today. Rhett Lauder of the Reds. The pitch swung on, hit high and deep out to left. Blade to the warning track to make the catch. Maybe 2 steps shy of that wall out there. Valdez, a long loud out, 2 away in the Pirates 6th.
Yeah, the ball just got in just a bit on Valdez. Just missed the barrel. Just hit slightly above. And that was one of those pitches that he knew right when he hit it. Like, I just missed it. But he was hoping. Got a slider, just got out a little bit, just missed the barrel.
Here is Ryan O'Hearn, 0 for 2. And he'll take down low for ball 1. Brandon Lau with the leadoff home run here in the 6th.
You know, Joe, how different is it just to think about the home run power of this ball club when you have, I mean, literally 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Swing and a miss.
That can actually put the ball on the other side of the wall. It's just, you can't say enough about the difference a year makes with this ball club. The ability to get back into the games and win games with that long ball potential.
The pitch bounces up there, 2-1. Last year, the Pirates had 5 players with 10 or more home runs. They had 2 players with 14 or more home runs. I mean, Valdez hit 14 home runs in a little more than a month. You know, a month and a half maybe worth of games.
Yeah, what a great story.
Check swing foul. O'Hearn is tied a career high with 17 home runs. Reynolds has 15. Lau now with 23. And don't forget Cruz and Horwitz and guys that have been hurt for part of the year. They're in double digits. So this will be a record-shattering year for the Pirates in the home run department, to be sure. 2-2 is hit in the air to deep left field. Blade back to the warning track, and he'll make the catch, hauling that one in to end the inning. Brandon Lau hits his 23rd home run of the year, and the Pirates tie the score. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th in Cincinnati. All knotted up at 2 right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Sometimes artifacts in the collection at the Hall of Fame could tell multiple stories. This is the earliest known Yankees baseball cap in existence. It tells a story of a very early baseball cap and of a guy who just had a cup of coffee in the big leagues. But there's actually a hidden story inside this cap. There's another name written in the cap. So who's Dolan?
U.S. Open champion, competing in the Rocket Classic at Detroit Golf Club this weekend, Wyndham Clark. All right, Wyndham, let's see what you got. Nice hitter, Wyndham. Give it up for Wyndham Clark here tonight.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right, right on a cliff.
Brandon Lau's home run has tied the game at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Coming on to make his Pirates debut is right-hander Noah Murdock.
Yeah, Noah Murdock, what a great time to have your Pirate debut. Coming in a 2-2 ball game against an NL Central opponent. Your first batter is Eugenio Suarez. So you like to see him coming up. You get 28 games in the minor leagues and just being able to throw a good fastball. You saw a good one right there, 94-mile-per-hour sinker. And Suarez was right on top of, fouled it straight back.
And that's a 94 from a 6'8" right-hander. That ball is delivered a little closer to home plate.
Out, grounded out. Noah Murdock is on the mound for the Pirates. Made his major league debut with the A's. Making his Pirates debut, I believe, tonight.
Here's his 1-1 pitch. And it's down too low to Suarez. 2 balls and a strike.
King Griffey Jr.
Okay, King Griffey Jr. It's a good one.
Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Phillips. Griffey had 210. Phillips 191. Bouncing ball foul, third base side by Eugenio Suarez, 2-2.
Since what year?
No year.
Ever?
Mm-hmm. They're all pretty current. Well, one of them goes way back to the machine. 2-2. Hit off the plate. Full count, 3-2 on Eugenio Suarez.
What about Morgan?
Nope. There's one guy that's active. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Gino.
There you go. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Well, he fouled it off just enough to stay alive. Yep, Suarez climbing up the Reds leaderboard. He's 203, debuted with the Tigers, of course, in 2014. Phillips debuted with the Indians. Griffey, obviously, the Mariners. Those are also what I said anyway. 3-2 on Suarez, and Murdoch's payoff pitch. Swing and a foul. By the Pirates' third base dugout. Full count.
175.
He had a lot. This guy had way over that 175 threshold to qualify. And I would bet he's listening right now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Eugenio Suarez. Payoff pitch.
So he's going to be mad when I don't get his name.
He will, and you better believe he will be. I'm glad it's you answering this question, not me, because he'd kill me next time I see him. You probably not. Suarez works the walk to lead off the 6th inning. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network. Dane Myers at the plate takes a first pitch strike. The count is nothing.
I'm going to go with my Alabama native, George.
That would be correct. Do you know what team he made his major league debut?
San Francisco Giants.
In 1969. He hit 244 home runs with the Reds.
He made his debut with the same team I made my debut.
Correct.
And we are both from the same state.
Isn't that wild? Nice.
George and the Cowboy.
He's got that in common.
How about that?
One ball, 1 strike on Dane Myers. Myers would have liked to have challenged that, but he didn't have one. Reds are out of those. Would have been a good one to challenge. Pitch in the dirt outside. It was called a strike, but the pitch was about 3 inches inside.
Well, it just took off once it got close to the plate. Murdoch has got some serious arm side movement on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strike count.
I would imagine that Murdoch is probably a darling as far as that algorithm goes with pitch movement.
Oh boy. 2-1. Swing a foul.
May not be able to get anybody out, but he can move the ball all over the place.
That's all that matters, right? Two on Dane Myers.
I guess.
Depends on who
he's in the big leagues.
Here's the 2-2. Myers pounds it into the ground left side, and he split Gonzalez and Gonzalez perfectly. Got it just by Nick Gonzalez, the third baseman, moving to his left. Over to the hole, Jacob Gonzalez. Both of them lunged for it. Both of them missed it by about an inch.
All right, you're back in a spot where you need to get at least 1 run in this situation. If you bunt here and you're successful in that endeavor, you actually could probably get 2 runs in this inning. But if you hit into a double play here, you're in a major world of hurt. So what will the Reds do? We're about to find out.
Right-hander against right-hander. Murdoch comes set. Showing bunt. Marte bunted at it, but the curveball misses down and away for ball 1. 0-1 on Noelvi Marte after the missed bunt attempt. Right-hander against right-hander. Murdoch was drafted twice. Once by the Nationals out of high school, then by the Royals in the 7th round out of Virginia. The pitch way outside, again showing bunt, pulled the bat back. 1 ball and 1 strike on Noelvi Marte. Murdoch brings it home, and the pitch is a strike called over the inside corner. 1-2.
They take the bunt off, and you get a fastball that's middle in, and you take it. That's trouble. Because it's 1-2. You're going to see that slider again right now.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 1st and 2nd. Nobody out. Here comes Murdoch. And he lays off the breaking ball this time, down and away. That was the pitch that got Marte his first time up when facing Ramirez. He chased a couple of them that were way outside.
Gotta see it again.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got a fastball, and he swung right over it. Big strikeout for Murdoch for the first out here in the 6th inning. Now it's Matt McLain's turn. Two on, 1 out for McLain, who singled and scored a run. Also, last time up, flied to right. He's gone to right both times. Dropped a base hit into right field in the 3rd inning. Murdoch has the sign, now readies. A high set, and the first pitch on the way to McLain. And it's a strike. Fastball sinking over the outside corner. Ellie waiting on deck. Brock Burke getting ready out in the Reds bullpen. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Cutter on the outer half, and McLain right through it, and he's down to the count 0-2. McLain waves the bat out over the plate. The 0-2 pitch. And the curveball darts off the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Get that great taste of the ballpark at home with JTM's Philly Kits and Fat Tire beer, cheese, and pretzels. Find these game day favorites in your grocer's freezer. JTM Food Group. Let's create great dishes together. The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss, and down on strikes Matt McLain. Got him with a curveball. And Murdoch with back-to-back strikeouts after the first 2 had reached. Now Ellie De La Cruz will come up with runners at 1st and 2nd and 2 away, and Ellie having a big night. Couple of doubles, a run scored, an RBI, 2 steals.
Need a clutch hit right here.
In the worst way. Came up with a big clutch hit in the 3rd, scoring McLain from 1st. First pitch to Ellie. And he takes a curveball down and away. 1-0 on De La Cruz. Drops the bat head across the plate, wands the bat out over the dish, and waits on the right-hander Murdoch. Here's the 1-0. Ellie swings, fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Huge spot right now. And Murdoch's 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Ellie fouls it left side. Ball and 2 strikes. Suarez at second base. Dane Myers, the runner, at first base. 2 men are out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Backdoor breaking ball hangs off the edge, and it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count on De La Cruz. Sal Stewart waiting on deck. That's the part here, if you're Ellie, you can 2-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop on the run.
Left-hander Brock Burke is our Reds Wober's Mustard pitching change. Wober's Mustard. Let's put some mustard on it. Burke goes to work against the right-handed hitting Nick Gonzalez, who is 2 for 2, and he swings right through a first pitch breaking ball. No ball, 1 strike count. Burke from the set. He'll turn it loose, and it's lifted high into the air. Shallow left center field. Myers is there. 1 down. That'll bring Indy. Well, no, it won't. This is Indy Rodriguez's spot. Yes, it is Indy Rodriguez. Switch hitting catcher. 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch swing, foul to the right side, out of play. Burke back to the plate. This is downstairs with a fastball. That'll even things at a ball and a strike. We are tied at 2 apiece. Reds scored both of their runs in the 3rd inning. Solo runs in the 5th and the 6th for the Pirates. The Reds have had chances in every single inning to try to add to that and have not been able to do so. That pitch misses high and is a 2-ball, 1-strike count. The hitting with runners in scoring position, that's just non-existent. 2-1 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Boy, that was nasty. Fastball down up under the hands of Rodriguez, and he was spinning and he just couldn't catch up to it. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Looks like there's a pinch hitter, Jared Triolo, waiting on deck. He would bat for Jacob Gonzalez. But right now it's a 2-2 pitch coming to Indy Rodriguez, and it misses downstairs. A fastball, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to the catcher Rodriguez. Burke to the plate. Popped up. It'll be foul in the seats behind the Reds dugout and out of play. Bottom of the Pirates order. And Burke trying to take care of it quickly. Another 3-2 pitch. And that's going to miss inside, and that is ball 4. So Jacob Gonzalez, who is a left-handed batter, will be taken down. And the right-handed hitting Triolo will step to the plate. And quickly Stevenson out to the mound to go over Triolo, who is a .245 batter. He has 1 home run on the year. Rodriguez at first. Rodriguez has already stolen 1 base here tonight. One out. Burke looking for a double play here. Left-hander comes set, looking right at Rodriguez. He will pick that way. Rodriguez quickly back to the bag, standing up. Reds with 7 hits, the Pirates with 5, but we are tied at 2 runs apiece. Burke sets, he'll turn it loose. Fastball, strike 1 over the inside corner. 6 innings of 2-run ball for Rhett Lauder. I thought he threw the ball awfully well. Unfortunately, he leaves the ball game tied after the Brandon Lau 2-run or solo home run in the 6th inning. Pitch misses inside. Back-to-back fastballs in here to Triolo, and it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Burke back to the belt, looking right at Stewart. The pitch, fastball upstairs, checked his swing in time, says the first base umpire Dan Bellino. Count moves to 2-1 here to Triolo. Burke from the set, and a fastball again, and that evidently missed a bit low. So a 3-ball, 1-strike count. You got the out of Gonzalez on a fly ball to center. He walked Rodriguez, and now in 1 pitch away from doing the same here to the pinch hitter Triolo, the number 8 batter in the order. Fouled straight back, fastball riding up and away. When the Reds bullpen has struggled, it has been the base on balls. Not been where they've gotten hit around a whole lot, even though that's happened as well. But the base on balls has crushed them. 3-2 pitch. Walked him. So back-to-back walks to Indy Rodriguez and a pinch hitter Jared Triolo. 7 and 8 in the order. Here's the number 9 batter who's hitting 184, and he's 0 for 2 tonight. Joe Stinson Garcia. Garcia, right-handed hitter. Runner at second is Rodriguez. Pitch. Strike 1. A fastball, actually a slider at the top of the zone. No ball, 1-strike count. Burke back to the belt and to the plate. Swing and a miss. Boy, Garcia helped him out right there. Fastball up and off the outside corner, and he swings anyway. And it's a no ball, 2-strike count.
Well, now would be a great time for double play ball. Come in handy.
The Garcia can run a little bit. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back heaters. Up and away. And there's 2 down for Jake Mangum. Mangum will hit from the right side against Burke. Burke sets, looking at Rodriguez at second base. The pitch to the plate. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. A slider down and in. So Burke quickly ahead. No balls and a strike here to the Pirates leadoff batter. Mangum 1 for 3 on the night. He has flied to left, singled to center, and flied to right. All of those at-bats came against starter Louder, and they came from the left side of the plate. Fouled straight back. A fastball up and in at 97.
Well, you look at Mangum and you realize pretty quickly when you look at his splits, this guy just hits. It doesn't matter. Left-handed, right-handed, he's going to hit.
He's just swinging. And he's going to put the ball in play. He's tough to strike out as well. But Burke has a big advantage here. It's no balls and 2 strikes here to Mangum. Mangum came in as a 3-0-2 hitter. The pitch. Backdoor slider just hangs off the outside corner, and that'll make it a 1-2 count. 2 down in the inning. We are tied at 2 apiece. Reds and Pirates, the first game of this 4-game series. This has been a bullpen game for the Pirates. And then you get Paul Skeens in the top of their rotation starting tomorrow. Breaking ball in the dirt. And the Pirates, both runners advance. I'm not sure that Stevenson realized they were running.
No.
There was a breaking ball in the dirt. But now a hit will net you 2 runners. 2-2 pitch, and stepping off the back of the, actually calling timeout was Mangum. He'll step back out of the batter's box. Both he and Brock Burke will regroup. Well, it's a big spot in the ball game right here. I mean, the Reds can ill afford to allow anything because they are having some kind of difficulty putting runs on the board. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Burke sets, he'll turn it loose. And it's popped foul back behind home plate. Looked like a changeup away. He had Mangum out in front. Burke back to the hill and back to the belt. Mangum readies. Stevenson sets. Pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Actually, that hit him. Bounced up off the dirt and caught him in the front leg, the left leg for Mangum. And now the bases are loaded for Brandon Lau, who homered in his last at bat. So the 3 batters that are on base reached, but 2 reached via the base on balls. That's Rodriguez and the pinch hitter Triolo. They are at second and third. And at first base now is Mangum after being down 0-2, and then Burke hit him with a breaking ball on the 2-2 pitch. Out to the mound is acting pitching coach Matt Tracy.
The good news for the Reds here, Lau has struggled quite a bit against left-handers, so this is a little more favorable matchup here for Brock Burke.
Well, Lau stands in. There's no place to put this fella. Burke to the plate. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. One ball, no strike count. The pitch to the plate. Fastball, strike over the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike count here to Brandon Lau. De La Cruz playing up the middle. Got an open left side of the infield. Fastball, strike again over the outside corner. And Lau did not pull the trigger. You're right, Tommy. He looks a bit tentative against the left-handed pitcher, Brock Burke. You got to believe a slider's coming right here. 2 fastballs right on the outside edge, both taken for a strike.
He buries it. Stevenson's got to be a wall back there.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he did bury it, and a check swing, and they call strike 3, and Burke somehow got out of it. Bases loaded. He strikes out Brandon Lau to end the Pirates' 7th. We're tied at 2. Bottom of 7. Coming up on the Red.
Now representing the organization, Jim Leland and A.J. Hinch are presenting Miggy with a customized set of cleats made by renowned artist Marco Turzo, made from several significant baseballs from Miguel's career. The cleats are presented on a base representing the time he spent at both third and first base in his career.
It's just as hard to hit homers in this ballpark. There's a drive. I don't care how big the park is. This one is gone. Touch 'em all time. His first major league home run, T.J. Rumfield. First homer of the year for the Rockies. They take a 1-0 lead.
Rufo will be the 45th appearance for Montgomery. 66 strikeouts and 43 in the third innings. He has struck out at least one batter in 17 consecutive appearances.
Justinson Garcia moves to right field. Billy Cook stays in the game in center, and Dane Meyer's first ball swinging. Skies one high in the air to the second baseman, caught by Brandon Lau for out number 1 of the 8th of a 2-2 tie. Great American Ballpark in the series opener between the Reds and Pirates. First of a 4-game get-together. Reds and Avocados from Peru have teamed up to give you the chance to win a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR, a Reds VIP experience. To enter, you'll need to register at reds.com/AvoReds and follow Avos from Peru on Instagram. Noelvi Marte up there watches a first pitch strike. Here's the 0-1. And Marte got jammed, fights it off, and fouls it into the seats way back behind the Reds dugout. Emilio Pagan is getting ready to pitch the 9th inning.
Not too many left-handers do you see that throw the ball 101 miles an hour. Maybe Aroldis Chapman, maybe Josh Hader at one time. I'm not even sure Hader threw the ball that hard.
Here's the 0-1. Wave and a miss, 0-2 rather. Now it's 0-3. Down on strikes. Noelvi Marte chasing after that triple-digit heater. 2 men are out. Brings up Matt McLain.
Straight over the top fastball, and it has got some serious ride to it. Looks like it's coming down in the zone, and it just stays up there with a little hop.
Montgomery delivers to McLain, and that's in there for a called strike. 0-1. 0-1 on McLain. A base hit and a run scored tonight. He's 1 for 3. The 0-1 pitch for Montgomery. And there's that triple-digit heater right down the middle for a called strike, and it's 0-2 on McLain. The story of the night is the fact that the Reds are 1 for 13 with runners in scoring position. That one hit was the Sal Stewart RBI single scoring De La Cruz from second base with nobody out in the third. Made it a 2-0 Reds lead. Strike 3 called. Fastball at 101. Froze McLain.
Got a couple packs of Topps 2002. Going to open them up and see who I played with.
Oh, Bartolo Colon. This is actually a pretty good pack. So I got a chance to play with Bartolo in Cleveland. Really good teammate, cool dude. It was fun, man. He was always a great hitter.
Woody Williams, probably one of the best Astro killers ever. You always enjoyed chewing the stale gum while you were looking for your heroes.
Time is called. There is a black cat on the field on the third base side.
Remember the guy that picked up that one cat a couple of years ago? He got bit.
Don't do it, Kevin. Don't do it.
What a pair of hands he's got. Here's the play of the game right here. Elster with those great hands, and he puts that glove hand out there without a glove. Makes the play.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Well, Emilio Pagan is our Reds Wolvers Mustard pitching change. Wolvers Mustard, let's put some mustard on it. Pagan, no save when you have a tie game in the ninth. He is coming on to try to put a 0 on the board and give the Reds a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the inning, but he has got a bit of a gauntlet to go through to get there.
So he will get started with Indy Rodriguez. First pitch to the Pirate catcher. 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. He actually has a couple of stolen bases as well. Swung on and fouled back out of play.
When was the last time you saw a catcher with 2 stolen bases in a game?
He's almost doubled his stolen base total tonight.
Yeah, he only had 3 coming in.
2 tonight. 2. 0-1 on Indy Rodriguez. It is a still night here at Great American Ballpark. Not a breath of wind through this place on this evening. Here's the 0-1 to Indy Rodriguez. And the pitch is off the inside corner, evening the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. The moon, a deep orange glow, just rising beyond the horizon, right behind the American flag here at Great American Ballpark. 1 ball, 1 strike, and Pagan delivers a wave and a miss on a split finger down. A good pitch there from Pagan, 1-2. Jarrett Triolo is in the on-deck circle. Came on to pinch hit, worked a walk in the 7th. The 1-2. Hey, swing and a miss. Got him with the split finger down and in. And down on strikes, Indy Rodriguez. 1 out here in the 9th inning, and now here is Triolo. Justinson Garcia, the 9-hole hitter, would follow. 2-2 in the 9th. Pagan's home with the first pitch to Triolo, and it's a strike called. Reds scored first in this game. They got 2 in the 3rd, cashing in on Matt McLain's leadoff base hit, one of 6 times in this game that the Reds have had their leadoff man on. Ellie doubled him home, Sal brought in De La Cruz, but then the Pirates got a run in the 5th, cashing in on the leadoff double, then a solo home run from Lau tied it in the 6th. 0-1, popped up, foul, first base side. Stewart over to have a look, but he's out of room. It's well back into the seats. We've stayed tied ever since. Reds have struggled to hit tonight with runners in scoring position. 1 for 13. No balls, 2 strikes on Triolo. Pagan's 0-2 pitch. Swung on, popped into the air down the right field line, twisting toward the seats. That's backing out of play. No balls and 2 strikes on Jared Triolo. Here's Pagan's 0-2 pitch. And he misses over but low. One ball, 2 strikes, bases empty, 1 out in the 9th. Pagan from the belt. Here he comes. And a swing and a foul back. Pagan has only allowed 1 hit with 5 strikeouts in his last 4 innings coming into tonight's game. He has been on a great roll. Most notably, hadn't walked anybody in that span. Pagan delivers the 1-2 pitch to Jared Triolo. Swung on, popped high into the air. Pass first, down the line and right. Stewart out, over by the tarp, reaches for it, doesn't get it. Sal goes rolling over the tarp. No play there, but
that one was trouble all the way because it was just drifting.
Went right off the glove. Right off the fingertips of Stewart's glove. And then he went tumbling into the net. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Triolo. Pagan's 1-2 pitch. And the cutter spins in the dirt outside. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander against right-hander. Pagan from the belt with the 2-2 to Triolo. The kick and pitch. And Triolo golfs one a mile into shallow center field. Way up there. Dane Myers in plenty of time to make that catch. Short center field, and now 2 gone in the 9th inning. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Cincinnati Reds and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Reds. This copyright reminder is provided by Dinsmore, the official legal counsel of the Reds. Pagan going to work now against the 9-hole hitter. First pitch, check swing, little looper, just over the head of Matt McLean. It falls in shallow center field, a base hit for Garcia. Justinson Garcia has a 2-out single. Now back to the top of the order as we pause for station identification on the Reds radio network. Stinson Garcia didn't hit it hard, but just a little floater right over the head of McLean. He's on with 2 outs to keep the inning going for Jake Mangum, and a huge cut and a miss on a first pitch fastball. 0-1 on Mangum. He took a mighty cut. Mangum has hit safely in 7 straight with his 3rd inning single. He's 1 for 3, was hit by a pitch his last time up. Pagan's 0-1 a miss. He struck him out. Blew him away with a high fastball. Down on strikes, Jake Mangum. And Pagan holds the Pirates.
An easy one again for Olerud, or is it going to be? Oh, it's going to be neither.
Fly on the infield. Alicea coming in, and a collision, and the ball drops.
Popped up, Ordonez, Alfonso. Oh! They both look at each other, and it bounces free.
Shallow center. Oh! Dropped the ball. Oh! And it drops it a couple of times.
Burrell doesn't see it. He doesn't see it.
First pitch. Swinging a line drive, shallow center. On comes Young. He goes into a slide. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Second base umpire points to the first base umpire. Blakeney says he caught it on a sliding grab. What a catch by Young. Just making sure he got it. He did. Phillies don't have a challenge, and Jacob Young saves a couple of runs with that sliding shoestring catch.
And no question, right into his glove, no short hop. Great play, huge play.
So after all that, the bases left loaded, a 1-1 game.
Talk to me. Talk
this
to
is
me.
called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bach beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town. Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Through August 9th to donate and scoop up Elena's Blueberry Pie ice cream for the cause. Graders, taste the greatest.
Well, the Reds have the top of the order here in the 9th inning of a 2-2 tie, and the Pirates have gone back to their bullpen.
And they bring on their closer, Gregory Soto. Hard-throwing left-hander.
He hadn't exactly been flawless this year.
No.
ERA well over 3.5, 3.63. Soto against Elly De La Cruz. Elly Stewart Leday. First pitch on the way to De La Cruz from Soto. And the left-hander fires a fastball low and inside. Elly up there right-handed. That has been his dominant side this year.
And Soto throws hard, but he can get awfully wild.
That first pitch is any indication. The 1-0. Low and in. Slider 2-0. Elly just needs to get on base here. Went out of the zone, chased one with runners at first and second, 2 outs, and grounded out at the shortstop to end the Reds' threat in the 6th. Here's his 2-0 pitch. Soto to Elly. Swing and a bullet right between short and third into left. That's a hit. Sliding to cut it off Mangum, but Elly's on his way into second, and he'll make it easily. Sliding in feet first with a leadoff double in the 9th.
Another hustle double for De La Cruz. He can smell it out of the batter's box, and he was flat getting it around first base.
His 3rd double tonight. Gives him 18 on the year, and that one was a screaming skipper through the left side of the infield. And now it's up to Sal Stewart. This combo's already produced 1 run tonight, and Sal's going to be walked intentionally for the left-on-left matchup with J.J. Bleday. You had to know that was coming. Sal's run doesn't mean anything. So now it's Bleday.
So my question is, with nobody out, do you bunt here?
With the left-on-left matchup, you kind of think about it, even though it's uncharacteristic to bunt with your 3-hole hitter. But look, with the way the Reds have struggled to score runs.
Just trying to get a runner to third, especially with Soto being as wild as he can be. He might throw a wild pitch to give you the winning run.
Soto sets. Bleday, hands held high. No sign of a bunt. The first pitch is a strike. 0-1 on the first pitch slider to J.J. Bleday. Bleday has struck out twice. He walked back in the 5th. Soto's 0-1 to Bleday. Swing, and there's a foul ball off his foot right back toward the pitcher. 0-2.
Well, I guess the bunt's out the window.
I don't think they're going to bunt here. Tyler Stevenson waiting in the on-deck circle. Bleday, long walk out of the box, back in again. Really pretty good lead off second. The shortstop Triolo working in behind him. Soto from the belt. He's home with the 0-2 pitch, and J.J. Bleday watches a slider dive off the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Soto nods the sign. Here he comes. And Bleday swings, pops it up, foul, back behind home. It'll reach the seats. Ball and 2 strikes on J.J. Bleday.
Problem that you have here, if you're Bleday, you can't take anything too close because you have no challenges left.
You get one back if it goes to the 10th, but you don't get one back in the 9th. And the 1-2 pitch to Bleday, and he takes a fastball 99 low, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out. Ellie leading off this 9th inning with a double. Gregory Soto to the plate, 2-2, and a check swing by J.J. Bleday, but he couldn't hold up on the slider in the dirt outside, and he's down on strikes. There's 1 out here in the 9th inning, and now it's up to Tyler Stevenson, who's been on 3 times since striking out his first time up. He walked in the 3rd, again in the 5th, and then singled in the 7th. It was an infield hit to the shortstop in that 7th inning. Soto delivers. And a breaking ball in the dirt inside to Stevenson. 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, the Pirates have their outfielders playing so close. Any deep fly, ball game's over.
Shallow and the other way against Stevenson, especially in center and right. Straight away, but shallow and left for Mangum. The 1-0. Swung on, fouled back this way. We go just over our heads, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Stevenson. First and second, 1 out. Soto delivers, and it's off the inside corner slider. 2 balls and 1 strike on Tyler Stevenson. Soto, the pause, check of the runners, his 2-1, and he misses low with a fastball. Now Stevenson way ahead of the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. He can be as selective as he wants to be right now. You know he doesn't want to load him. And the 3-1 pitch. Check swing, did he go? They ask at first. He did not. He lays off the slider down and in. And the Reds have loaded the bases with 1 out, and it's Nathaniel Lowe coming to the plate, and the catcher, Indy Rodriguez, going to the mound. Make sure you stay tuned. The Reds post-game show will follow. Yid will name the Toyota Tundra star of the game. He'll have all the scores around Major League Baseball for you once we're done. Speaking of scores around Major League Baseball, those are presented by Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Let the good times cruise. Royals lost a heartbreaker in Minnesota, 4-3, a walk-off grand slam in that game. Braves over the Nationals, 5-4. Cubs beat the Cardinals in 10, 4-2. Light schedule around the league. It'll have all of them for you once we're done. So they're loaded. Bags packed, no place to put Nathaniel Lowe. 1 out, 2-2 tie, bottom of the 9th inning. Soto sets, big breath. First pitch to the left-handed hitting Nathaniel Lowe. And a fastball at 100, over but low, 1-0. Infield in all the way around for the Pirates.
Tell you, Soto could walk the run in
very easily. Outfield remains shallow and straight away against Lowe. The 1-0. Fastball outside corner, strike called. It's 1-1. Lowe 1 for 3, walked his last time up, doubled in the second. Here's the left-hander's 1-1 pitch. Check swing and a breaking ball in the dirt outside. They ask at third, did he go? Shane Livensparger says no. 2-1. Anxious moments right now in that third base Pirate dugout. Pirates trying to stay alive in the wild card race, but they've lost 3 straight series. Lost 4 of 6 on their just completed homestand. The 2-1 pitch to Lowe. Swinging a bouncing ball toward the middle. Shortstop to his left field. Triolo to second one. Back to first. Not in time, and Ellie scores. The Reds walk it off. Lowe beat it out at first, and the Reds are able to get Ellie home from third, and they beat the Pirates 3-2.
Hey, the big boy had to get on his horse to get down that first baseline.
They're going to challenge that call at first base. The Reds have already gone out to mob Nathaniel Lowe at first for beating out that play. So the call is currently being reviewed, and they've confirmed it quickly, so that's it. Reds win it. They beat the Pirates 3-2 here tonight at Great American Ballpark. A wild finish, a slow chopper up the middle off the bat of Lowe. Lau flipped it back to Triolo to try to start a double play rather than come home and try to get the force out on De La Cruz. He didn't think he could get Ellie breaking on contact. He thought his best shot was the double play ball. On the high bouncer, it was actually, it was Triolo that cut it off and flipped it back to the second baseman, Lau. And Lowe clearly beat the throw at first base. Well, you can't help but wonder, would he have had a better shot at coming home? But I don't think he would have.
Not with Ellie running.
No chance. That was his only shot. So the Reds walk it off. Final score 3-2, and we're back to wrap it up right after this on the Reds Radio Network. Three-2 Reds over the Pirates tonight here at Great American Ballpark. Let's take a look at the totals from this one tonight for the Reds. 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. The Reds left 12.
You know, we like to stay on topic here, but squirrel. Squirrel.
What? Where?
Squirrel.
Where?
Oh, no.
How about that? That went right up into the batter's eye, into the camera position. How about that?
Whoa, that one will fall into the White Sox dugout.
Well, it looks like he's still aggravated about being traded away.
She's so excited she just threw it back. That was off the ledge, too. We can't get that down.
How do you get out, though? That's the problem. There's no exit.
Here's a drive left center field from Adele. It's Gilbert watching that one fly. And the Angels